had great sales January, February. March, they started to slip, right, and slide. By end of March, all the schools were closed.
Laura Boccanfuso is the founder and CEO of VAN Robotics. Tell everybody a little bit about your main product.
So our first product to market is Abby. It is an AI-enabled robot tutor for K-5 students. That robot is used in about 38 states and in about 8 countries to really promote and accelerate math, reading, and social-emotional learning.
I love it. It's such a cool task to take on. And you've got a team. What's your total scale at this point?
We have 15.
15 people. And you were telling me a story about the team and just the hilarity of running a startup.
Yes, actually, so this happened not that long ago. I started the company as a proof of concept in 2016. Flash forward to 2017, we started building the team. So for 3 years, we built the robot, we built all the software behind the robot, the cloud part of the robot, the systematic aspect of it, and we built a really, I think, a very robust product to introduce to the market. We introduced the product to the market in January of 2020 to schools.
Yeah.
Right, so here's where the hilarity begins, right? So I
like to say March of 2020 was the longest year of my life.
Exactly.
It's just,
So you understand, we had great sales January, February. March, they started to slip, right, and slide. By end of March, all the schools were closed. So our whole product market plan was really thrown into a wrench, right? And we had to consider how we were going to sustain the company through the period of COVID, not knowing how long it was going to last.
Right.
Well, flash forward to 2021, January 2021, we are now hitting the ground running, and we're in a number of schools now. We're in hundreds of schools, and we had so much interest from schools that were trying to get back on track with their students. And so last year and the remainder of this year, the majority of this year, we have just been expanding and growing the company at a pace that we didn't even expect. So we were feeling our oats several months ago, probably in March of this year, when we had our biggest sale to date. It was a very large sale.
Love it.
And a school district decided to put Abby robots, 2 of them, in every one of their K-5 classrooms. It's a fairly large district. So it was a tremendous achievement for the whole team. And I think we all felt like we had arrived, right? Like this is it.
Yes.
Like
we're here now.
This is what we wanted. We're going to make a huge impact. So many kids are going to be served by this, and the company will have some street cred now because we've made this huge sale.
Absolutely.
So we fly out to the district, right? And we say, okay, we're going to spend some time training the staff on site. We spent 3 days there training hundreds of teachers. And at the end, we invited the superintendent and the director of technology out for a nice meal.
Of course.
On us, right?
Of course.
Because we can swing this now.
Client dinner. Let's do it.
We can actually afford this now. So we take them out to a nice dinner. There's a lot of food. There's a lot of dessert. There's some takeout food, whatever.
There might have been some drinks, maybe some drinks.
Possibly. And so at the end of the meal, just before the check arrives, I decide I'm going to be I'm going to get up, excuse myself, go inside, pay the bill.
Yes.
Right?
Power move.
Avoid that.
Yes, of course. That note to all entrepreneurs, that's the power move.
Exactly.
Hand the waiter your credit card before the bill even comes.
Before the bill comes, because you're like, I got this.
Yeah, you don't even have
We're good.
Yeah, and then you walk out and everybody's like, hey, do we need to pay? Oh, no. Wait.
Exactly.
We're good.
Right? That's how it's supposed to go.
Yes.
I took care of it. We're good. No. So I go inside, pay the bill, and unbeknownst to me, while I'm gone, the waitress puts the bill on the table. Right? And so it's sitting on the table without my knowledge of it being there. And so as we're wrapping up, we all get up to go, and one of the district leaders looks at me and he goes, "Are we good?" And I said, "Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're good." Because I knew.
You had already paid the bill. Sure.
But the rest of the table did not know.
Right.
So they're looking at me, giving me the stink eye.
We're all walking out on this.
They're
This
like,
is how we do it at VAN Robotics. We walk out. without paying the bill.
Exactly. So of course the message was not great. Now he asked me again, are we good? Because he sees the looks.
Right.
And the team doesn't know that I've already paid it. No one's picking up the bill, right? Just pointing that out in my defense. But so we leave, and they're kind of walking away a little dubious. And we get in the car, and the team's like, did you pay the bill? Did you know that the bill was on the table? I think we walked out without paying. And I was like, no, I took care of it. And then it dawns on us that these two guys.
Oh, they don't know at all.
They just walked out of this massive bill.
Well, it's pretty fantastic, honestly, that they walked out.
They walked out.
They also didn't.
You could tell. They were like, I mean, we asked her twice. She said we were good, I guess. But the bill was still on the table.
Well, that's how they do it. That's how the South Carolinians get it done.
Exactly. We were crying. We were in the car. I mean, we were laughing so hard. We were crying. And then we were trying to author an email to explain what had happened.
Right. Now it's like, over communicate.
Exactly.
Yeah. Have you talked to the clients about it at all?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody
We
gets it now.
explained, hey, this was kind of like, the Three Stooges, didn't know this happened. And they were like, yeah, whatever.
I love it. That's so good. Yes, that is a client dinner fail is fantastic.
Yeah, well,
Thanks
it was a dry run. We'll have another one. We're waiting for the next opportunity to get that one right.
We can't do Entrepreneur Studio without our sponsors. Please support them because they're supporting entrepreneurship.